on Ascent. Then
Hey everybody, welcome to Arcadia RPG, where we get together and play some Dungeons and Dragons. Welcome to our episode tonight. Oops. Hang on a second. I forgot to turn up the audio. Our episode tonight. There we go. Got it. We have a special episode for you tonight, where we're going to be... Testing one. Aha! I must have hit the button by accident.
Oh no!
Which means we've been talking all this time.
Hey!
Aha! I must have hit the button. So, yeah.
Whoops. Sorry, guys!
If you've been listening to us, I apologize. I must have hit the button when I was adjusting the microphone.
So how's your lip reading?
If you understand, say nothing. Perfect. No, so to go back, because I don't know how much we missed, we're going to start again. So we got the idea to start the stream. I've been dungeon mastering for about 2 years and been playing D&D for much longer. We have a big group that all of us are in that I Dungeon Master for, which is a lot of fun. And well, with the coronavirus hitting and us playing a lot more D&D and just the craziness going on, I kind of got like, well, if I got this video equipment I'm doing for playing D&D online, it'd be fun to do a live stream. I recently saw something that D&D Beyond had put out that talked about a one-on-one D&D, which I thought sounded kind of cool. So I talked to the wife and was like, hey, maybe we should try this. Came up with some ideas, and we talked again, and we're like, oh, you know what? Maybe it might be more fun if we invite one more person. So that's where we invited our awesome friend Brittany to the stream. And yeah, that's kind of how it was born. I came up with the idea, so I was going to be playing primarily with my wife and with our friend Brittany. I was like, oh, maybe I'll do something that's a little bit more different for homebrew, because I really didn't want to do an adventure.
Woodland creatures in clothes.
So that's where we came up with the idea for kind of the whole Dawnwood and the whole magical woodland creature thing, and kind of spent some time researching and figuring stuff out and creating races, and it was a lot of work, but I think it's turned out really cool in the end.
I enjoy it.
So we got together, did some planning meetings, we started figuring some stuff out. Eventually got our name figured out, got some icons and banners and stuff made.
Did I come up with the name on the stream? I think was Acadia one of yours or one of his? Because I know it wasn't one of mine.
No, the campaign.
Oh.
I think
that
the
I
name
don't
of the
know.
campaign
No,
was mine.
Yeah, I think you helped me come up with the idea for the campaign.
The name.
Yeah, the name. Yeah, but I mean, as far as the stream name comes across, I actually think that was you, Brittany. Came
Yeah.
up with Arcadia RPG.
Did I?
Yep, that was you.
Oh. Well then.
Think it's-
Somebody keeps track of my accomplishments.
We're here to brag for ya.
The naming of Daffodil.
And the naming of Daffodil.
Yes. Our hedgehog companion / sidekick. So, but yeah, the Arcadia RPG was born. We started with our first stream, approximately been 10 weeks now that we've been doing this.
Woo!
So speaking of which, this is our 10th anniversary recap / Q&A.
Yeah.
Anniversary being number of episodes.
Yeah, number of episodes, not like 10 years. That would be crazy, but awesome at the same
That's
time.
our 10 anniversary recap.
Yeah, 10 episodes recap. Which we'll probably do more of these as we continue along at different milestones. We'll get together, do recaps, do some Q&A sessions. Hopefully as we bring in some more followers and have some more people join up, and we can do some talk and figure out the world, and you can ask some questions, which would be awesome. So yeah, we started, I worked hard, I got some of the major plot points figured out, I developed some more, I built the races, based them off. A lot of our races in the world are based off of other D&D races, all with the exception of the Otterkin, which I completely homebrewed, which was a challenge.
I'm special.
Yes, you are.
Shut up.
But yeah, so we started with that. You guys, got together and talked and figured out what races you guys wanted to be. I gave them kind of creative freedom on what races we wanted to include. That's why I let them pick their own races.
Yes,
I was
there
this
is
close to being a flying squirrel.
Yes, there is an otter and a hedgehog. Yes, Sherlock and Watson. I realized that.
I didn't put it together, and I hate you now.
I didn't realize till later.
Okay, that makes it better.
Yeah, it was like a couple weeks ago that she put that together, and she was like, oh, yeah.
Trying to look up pictures of otters, and it was like, Sherlock and Watson. No, not what I wanted.
Very different archetypes that we're working with here.
Yeah, you know.
Yes.
Well, regardless, yeah, we had some fun coming up with that stuff. You guys got your little sidekick character, because I figured 3 was better than 2. And we jumped into our first episode, which started off with a pretty epic dream sequence and some lore dop.
Yep.
So in the first episode, we started off with our players. They had a dream sequence about some ancient heroes that were off fighting an evil darkness that was taking upon the land. Cliched, I know, but whatever.
Focus group didn't work.
Yeah, the reviews were very positive, very positive. So you guys...
If it's positive, don't say anything.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, we started with our dream sequence, and then we jumped into the game, where you guys kind of woke up, and we started with Faye, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yep.
You'd woken up at the
Archives.
the Maple Archives. You're a
Yep.
Maple archivist.
Where I work.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's fancy.
Fancy.
Fancy. I work for a college.
As an adventurer, though.
Yeah, non-tenure.
Shit pay. What can you say? So yeah, we started off. You guys like kind of met up on the road, heading over to go see your mentor / friend Orthreus, who, when you got there, discovered to be missing.
Mhm.
So upon discovering he was missing, you guys headed out and it was like, okay, we're gonna go find him. So you guys had made your way over to discovered some evidence, doing some sleuthing, made your way over to the swamp. Where you eventually found like this ancient city that was overtaken by frogs and snakes. Frog people and snakes. Which you guys kind of not so masterfully snuck your way through. If I remember correctly.
I did fine. It was Bay and Daffodil. Daffodil was freaking foot sticking out.
Yeah, for a rogue, you kind of roll shit in stealth
No
sometimes.
kidding.
I have a +5 in stealth. I mean, what the heck? I'm a fighter. +5 in stealth and sleight of hand. Why does a kid need that shit?
Because they're sneaky. You've worked with children.
They're not that sneaky. They're pretty obvious when they're being sneaky. You know this. You work with children.
They're only sneaky when they're not trying to be.
Until they very quietly, like, get themselves, climb up on a table or something, and you're just like, wait!
Fall over. So you guys made it into the temple at the center of the city.
Where my knowledge of the language of the frog people did us almost no good at all. Almost more harm than good.
I mean, you guys got to get the interesting lore dump of the head frog and his young friend.
That's right. They were fighting.
So they made it into the. They snuck their way through most of the central kind of like temple-y cathedral thing, down a main hallway into like this big like triangular room where they found like the leader up on a pedestal. You guys quickly killed him, and then was like, well, we can't just leave the body. We got to do something with it. Which enter Meredith
We
Nat
came up
20.
with this idea.
Me? Who let me rearrange his body? Let me sit him back in his chair and look like he's still alive. There wasn't a chair.
Nat 20 she rolls. It just perfectly lines up. Gravity, the planets.
Everything. So dead body sitting there looking perfectly alive, even though he's kind of in an awkward position.
Yeah, but
And there's
also a
nothing
frog,
he's
so
sitting on either.
he's just standing there.
Mm-hmm.
Frog-like.
And you guys made your way. You found Orthreus.
Yep.
You found this cool journal. You guys got a magic coin.
Yes!
Your coin of delving.
My shiny little coin. Which now I have night vision goggles, but before.
So cool.
Little coin. I need light.
Gives you 5 feet of light.
You had a coin that would shine and give you 5 feet of light when you use it all the time?
I probably use it more than my cell phone for a flashlight.
I do.
Costs a
not
little
a
more than one
coin.
coin, though.
It's a little more useful than a coin, I would like to think.
That's fair. Your fairy
Well,
box.
if you drop it down, it also makes a sound. It tells you how far down it is.
Yep. Anything over 5 feet. So, yeah, you guys found Orthreus, and you went back in to discover that the expertly placed dead body was being talked to by one of his, by one of the other frog guys.
He was getting increasingly agitated that his boss wasn't responding
Yep.
to his attempted apologies.
Yep. Apparently they had a falling out, the boss wasn't listening, he felt like, there wasn't much communication going on, typical relationship problems. So. And did you run in, or did you wait till he left, or did you run in and kill him? I can't remember.
We didn't kill him, we tied him up.
That's right,
Yeah.
you ran in and tied him up.
Yeah.
I wanted to kill him.
I just felt so bad because he already had gone through so much trauma.
Exactly, kill him.
No!
Healing is hard.
Yes.
He would have thanked us.
No, he wouldn't have. That way he can have better relationships with the rest of the frog people.
I just remembered the name of the snake door guard.
Mhm.
Steve.
Yeah.
How dare.
I don't even remember that shit.
Oh, I remember Steve.
I just remember Rob,
Steve the
the
snake.
book guy.
Oh my God, Rob the book guy.
Yeah,
Steve's not allowed to name things.
And then I'm in charge of naming everything.
Yep.
The problem with him being the DM.
Things might not be creatively named, but, we deal with that. So you guys got Orthreus, you started heading back home. You guys fought, I forgot, we fought a giant spider on the way to the temple, too.
Yes, we
Yep.
did.
You guys almost walked right into the spider web. Or no, you did! Because of a crappy survival check.
It's gross.
Yep.
Pip did not like it. Anyway, we got Orthreus, we went back. Dun da da da!
You made it back, and
We leveled up.
yeah, you leveled up. You hit level 2.
Yep.
After you guys got back, Orthreus headed up and met up with his buddy Brombold, and they started dissecting a journal that they had found. That turned out to be the journal of a daughter of one of the great heroes of legends, who had correspondence with her father up until the very end.
Bromble is an otterkin.
Yes,
Professor.
Yeah.
Orthreus is a red panda.
There's a thing with otterkins. That they try to treat, like, every single otterkin as family. So it's, like, kind of polite to hug, like the older people would hug children, that sort of thing. And Pip does not like Bromble.
We're New Englanders. Sounds like hell.
She thinks he smells like books. An old man, so she doesn't want to hug him.
I mean, Fairy probably kind of does. But you guys, they had done their research. You guys spent some time in town. You guys made your way back up, and you found like their study kind of like a mess. And they had asked you for a favor. I wanted you guys to bring some journals to their companion, Fremel, who was part of their old adventuring party, who lived in Evershire, the city of waterfalls. So, I know, Epic City's right off the back, right? So you guys supplied up, got your stuff, and headed out towards the city. Pretty sure the trip there was relatively uneventful, except for an incident with a festival that you guys almost passed right up.
Yep. And the play.
That's right. The play.
Yeah,
The first play.
one of many.
Oh, yeah.
The best one so far.
I don't know, I'm kind of partial to the second one. Like, just for sheer shock value, like it.
The kid that took so long to figure out.
Yeah.
They painted such an eloquent story.
Yeah.
But with the first one, we also found the
You're referring to the creature?
yeah,
Boggle.
Boggle.
Yeah. So you guys made it to the festival. You guys had a day of joy and games and fun stuff. You watched the play. Then as you woke up the next morning, hanging out in the area, your book that you were asked to deliver was gone.
Yep.
In which case you tracked down to what you thought was the theater people, because you thought they were shady as at AF. And then you tracked it to a small fey creature that had stolen it and hidden in a cave. That was following the theater people, because they had one of their guys who was over depressed. And that attracts bottles.
I feel bad.
Communication.
So instead of fighting this fake creature, one of us decides to charm it with honey buns.
Yep. Honey buns. Yeah.
Word.
Instead of fighting, just try to trade it with shit.
The Boggle decided that Honey Bun was better than a book and traded it back. Although you found his cave full of stuff.
Yeah.
There was
I
all
just
sorts of cool
told
stuff there.
everybody else that there was stuff in there, and
Yeah.
Let
Just try to
somebody else
trade it.
fight it later.
just try to trade your stuff with. Like, he likes honey buns, just try to trade stuff.
Did you, if I remember correctly, you guys gave some theater people some advice to, like, take care of their
Stop being
friends?
Such jerks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those assholes. Yeah. You guys defeated the Boggle and continued along your path. To which I believe the next encounter you guys had was with some redcaps.
Oh, yeah.
You guys rolled
Because
like
we got lost.
Very lost.
yeah, you guys rolled a crappy stealth check that day, or survival check that day, and then as you went to go make a turn, you took a wrong turn and ended up in this dark pathway where you were ambushed by redcaps, which are a little like, kind of like gnome-looking things with iron boots. Angry old men-looking things.
Big old iron boots.
What you got?
And red hats.
And red hats.
What a surprise.
They ambushed you, and then you ended up finding a wing rider and informed him that you had found them. Which he then thanked you and headed off.
Yep.
And then if I remember correctly, I think that was the last exciting thing that happened on your trip to Evershire.
Probably, yeah.
Sounds about right. So which then you guys made it to the eloquent city of Evershire, the beautiful city of waterfalls, which you guys did not care a lick about the description.
Sorry.
No defense.
I have the attention span of a beta fish sometimes.
Yeah, that's fair. But it was fun. Anyway, you guys made it to Evershire, the city of flowing waterfalls. You waited in line to get in, discovering that, if I remember correctly, that's when was it the first time you guys went in, or the second time? You
Second time.
Okay, so yeah, you guys had to wait in line.
What did we discover?
The attack.
Oh, yeah, it was the second time.
Yeah. So you guys waited in line, made it to the city, found out there was like kind of like a massive lake in front of you and cliffs that you kind of had to ride gondolas into the town.
Yep.
So you rode gondolas into the second tier and eventually made your way to the Shining Library where Femoral worked/oversaw.
Femoral the Red Panda.
Yep.
Yep.
So upon making it to, in case you're wondering what we're looking at, that's where our stream display is. So it was doing something, so we're like, what? Making sure it didn't die on us.
Yes, all those who are watching.
Well, you never know. People in the future can watch and be like, what are they looking at?
Oh, yes.
I guess I could have just left it mysterious.
If you do it again, I will kick you.
I'm sorry.
Please don't. That's what a microphone is.
That's fair. It is
I
Britney's
will
microphone.
get up and I will kick him.
Okay.
That's fair. So you guys made it into the city, made it to the Shining Library, found Fremel, to which you found her kind of wishing she could be back on adventures. The barbarian-
Glory days.
Barbarian librarian.
Barbarian Red Panda.
Librarian. Yep. You found her office strewn with trophies of adventures past, and all sorts of magical items and stuff.
Pip loves it.
You guys dropped off some magic book.
The book.
E-book.
Journal.
The journal.
The
That's right.
journal, yep.
The journal of the hero's daughter.
Yep.
And then Fremel asked you guys to perform some work for her.
Yep.
Which she asked you guys to head out to the cave and discover what happened to some researchers that were investigating some weird things happening in the area.
They had been, like, murdered.
Yeah.
A lot. A lot of murder.
Spoiler alert! So you guys made your way heading that way. Not taking very long. You guys, like, stocked up and boogied out. And then running into a
Squirrelkin.
squirrelkin and his dog Spot.
I was sure that was gonna go bad, and I'm sure that it didn't just because I said so.
Blink dog.
Yeah, the wink dog, Spot. There's like a big spot in his like hindquarters. He brought you to the little squirrelkin child who was stuck under a tree.
That's right.
You saved him! Yay!
All of our rope.
All of your rope. In which case, he invited you back to the town, which you declined because you were skeptical, and continued on towards the cave. Then you guys traveled. I don't think much happened after that. Then you guys eventually made it to the cave.
We found some cool sleeping spots.
Yeah, and you found like a rock that was like blocking a bunch of the wind, so you had like a comfy place to sleep that you felt
No, I
safe.
mean like the trees.
Yeah, one of those, like, groves.
I thought it was a rock grove there.
Might have been rock grove.
Oh no, you're right. It was a tree grove that had like
Yeah.
it blocked off the wind,
Yep.
and it was like kind of like a safe place where you guys could sleep without
Yeah,
keeping
It
watch.
was not a rock grove.
I
I
couldn't
remember
remember.
this. I remember the unimportant parts.
But that's why we're doing this all together because we can all remember terribly together.
What's your name?
I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, you guys don't have to be in character. We're not playing now.
Sorry.
Catch her with a
My brothers do
Pokeball.
that way too much.
All of my friends love dad jokes and puns, and here I am, waiting for the sweet embrace of death.
Drinking your sorrows away. So yeah, you guys continued along. Making your way to the cave. In which case you found kind of like this big cave with all sorts of like glass stuff on the ground. You weren't really sure what it was.
Yep.
And finding some hounds. Some Yeth hounds to be exact.
Yeah.
Which you fought and defeated.
It took a while to kill them, to be honest, because we didn't really discover until like after that fight they were anti-magic. He kept dropping hints, but we did not put 2 and 2 together.
Plus your rolls were kind of shitty. When
Very
they tried to
shitty.
give them to you.
And Pip
It was a
wanted,
pretty rough day.
That was a rough session.
Yeah.
Pip also wanted to slide down the hill on her shield, and it
Yeah.
didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, because yeah, after you defeated the first set of hounds, you went after deeper in the cave, found a second set, and you were going to slide down to attack them, and then your shield just kind of like, whoop, and you fell on your back.
Yep. The shield just goes ding.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yep.
Sound effects professionals.
That's right.
So yeah, you guys fought off more Yeth hounds, kicked their butts, found an old mining equipment, and found some cool stuff. Found a couple magic scrolls.
Found this stuff.
A couple magic
Dead
we
people.
could not identify.
Nope. Terrible Arcana checks. You guys had a lot of crappy rolls.
So bad.
But it was made up by one really good roll, though.
That's right.
'Cause
One
next-
really good.
We were
roll.
like, it was shit. Finally good.
Saving up my luck for that one perfect roll.
Because you guys had made your way in, and you found like a big chamber with a big old Yeth hound, and he was talking to somebody, or somebody was giving it orders, and then disappeared. So instead of going in to investigate, you decided to see if there's a way you could bring the roof down. In which case you rolled a natural 20.
And so there was this big rock, and
In the ceiling.
it was mostly surrounded by, like, I don't want to say underwater streams, but like veins of water. And so the cleric, myself, had more or less accidentally prepared the spell Create or Destroy Water. I just thought it would be really cool if we needed to like intimidate somebody and I could just make it rain. And so my thought was, what if I can make some more water or destroy what's there and like dislodge that very large rock?
In which case I'll let you make an Arcana check, in which you rolled a natural 20. So I allowed you to use your Create Water to basically turn all that water into steam, which then expanded and the rock collapsed. You guys almost didn't make it out because everything was collapsing around you.
And this was after 2 attempts by the rogue to shoot it down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys tried to
This
hit
was a
some rocks.
last-ditch attempt.
And then after that, you guys were going to go, take him on the old-fashioned way.
But subverting boss fights is our favorite thing to do on this stream.
Yes.
Well, second favorite thing to do after, like, long shopping interludes.
I mean, to be fair, you guys' shopping episodes aren't terribly long compared to other D&D streams.
Actually, for us, is rolling nat 20s for really ridiculous reasons.
Really ridiculous things. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
I'm like, that's a thing, really.
Guys need to roll an investigation check to find general goods. Natural 20. Well, it's right there.
You've already stated the best one, rearranging a dead body.
Yep, that was the best nat 20. 100%. So you guys subverted the boss fight, made your way around the cave and found a giant flail snail blocking your exit. So,
Which I did not want to deal with at all. Not
Yep.
even a little bit. We went down the other pathway and explored some of the rest of the cave. Where we found a hot spring that healed.
yep.
And then as we came back, the snail had kind of moved out of the way.
Yep. You also discovered the remains of the researchers, too.
Yes. And we sort of sneaked our way out around the snail.
Yep.
And Pip waved goodbye.
He's like, bye.
And then we find out when we get back into town, literally everything on a flail snail is hella expensive.
Yep.
You could have made so much money.
Thank God.
So much money.
Which leads us to something a little bit in the future. another little mini adventure. So you guys made your way back to town and discovered stopping at the Squirrelkin village on your way, getting some good dinner, safe place to sleep. You eventually, it's okay, made your way back to the city, in which case you found that there was a bunch of refugees there from a recent attack against one of the smaller towns called Hayvale. And yeah, they had been like uprooted by some fake creatures, which was not good. So, you okay?
Yeah, my allergies, my eyes really itchy, and now my nose is gross.
I'm sorry.
Yay!
So-
Allergic to life.
I can think of only one treatment.
Sure, it's the same one for earlier.
Yeah.
Just give me out, just dose me out. Bunch of dad jokes and puns and...
Make it quick. So you guys made it back, you found the refugees, made it back to Fremel, reported on what happened to the researchers, and in which case she had another little task for you. She paid you some magic items for finding about the researchers, and offered you 2 immovable rods. If you could...
And... my goggles.
You already got those.
No.
No, goggles were after.
Were they after?
Yeah, they were definitely with the magical items.
Yeah, you guys got magic items from the first one, though. You guys got the goggles and something else, I thought.
No, with the immovable rods, we also got the goggles. We also got the pouch.
Yes, pouch.
Pouch. I remember you
We
guys...
all-
No, we got the immovable rods for the second time.
Yeah,
yes,
that's what I'm
we
saying.
chose the goggles and the pouch
Yes, first. So you guys got the goggles
But
and
I
the pouch.
really wanted those immovable rods.
In which case, she asked you guys to go deal with some problems they were having with one of their like rare book finders.
Rob, the book guy,
Ha ha!
who has
From
problems
the
with
Mariner's Curse.
the Thieves Guild.
Yeah.
Rob.
Robert Quill.
Why Shane does not get to name things.
I name all sorts of shit.
That's right. That's exactly the correct way to put that.
That's why when we have kids, I'm naming them.
Start throwing my clack clacks over here to you.
Clack
My
clacks.
dice.
Oh.
Clack clack rocks. Math rocks. So
I love my shiny math rocks.
Shiny math rocks. Some meme that accurately captured your persona today.
Oh
I'll I'll show it to you later.
I'm terrified.
I mean, as far as dice is concerned.
So anyway, we went to rob the book guy to talk
Yeah.
to him about his
We
problem.
wanted to speak to Rob the book guy. We did not go to Rob the book guy.
You went to talk to him at his bookshop, The Mariner's Curse.
Okay.
Rob as a verb rather than a noun.
Oh.
Oh, went to rob the
I'm
book
hilarious, but no one appreciates me.
guy.
No, I'm just
I'm
very
sure there's
slow
going to be
at
tens of
getting
people laughing at that
jokes.
after this.
Thank you.
You should know this. I'm very bad at jokes.
The only people that appreciate me are the babies at the daycare where I work, and they'll just laugh in general. So they don't even know that I would have leveled the room if anybody had any culture.
Honestly, I don't get jokes very well. Somebody told me a joke, it took me 5 minutes to get it. Not even joking on that.
Wasted on these people.
At least me. I'm very bad with jokes. Anyway,
Fair.
rob the book guy.
Yeah, you went to rob the book guy, and he informed you that his normal way of getting rare books, which he purchased from a contact from the Thieves Guild, not sending contracts out, they just called him if they had something interesting. He had recently got a book, something happened to his contact, and then turns out the Thieves Guild wanted the book back. And he had already sold it to a high value merchant. So he asked you guys to head out after him, because he had it out a couple days before you, and go get the book back.
So we went out, and it took us like, what, it was 3 days?
Yeah, we got very lost. Was it a bad survival check or a bad perception? Something like
Something
that.
like that. It was a bad check that caused you guys to miss where the
So
tracks
we
went
had
off
to
the road.
backtrack.
So you guys backtracked, eventually found the tracks, and discovered the wagon under siege by Thieves Guild members.
Dun, dun,
To which you guys snuck up, basically took 2 of them out instantly.
Slaughtered
Just
them.
inflict wounds. Well,
And
one
then
of them
Daff,
had
like,
separated off to go take a pee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then Daff like destroyed the other one, right?
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
And then you guys captured the
Snaked by a
boss.
hedgehog.
And then intimidated the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Intimidated, confused.
Oh yeah, you used your staff of Python.
Yeah, giant snake.
giant snake staff,
And then
That they
Pip
gained
was
from
also
the swamp temple.
rapier at the neck, threatening him.
Mm-hmm. You guys
Being
convinced him
really
to
cruel.
give you the book that you came to find, and to leave you guys alone. You also stole some pins off the Thieves Guild members.
Correct. They could come in handy.
Oh,
later.
also told him to make the Thieves Guild like,
Yeah, just keep doing business with the book guy.
Yeah.
but also not to like bully him or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of like threatened the Thieves Guild guy, even though he said he was low level, but, do what you can.
Yep.
Yeah, there was three little Thieves Guild guys
Mhm.
that we killed because we had 3 pins.
Yep.
Because I
So you guys took care of that.
took the
You
book.
you took the book. You freed the merchant without informing him that you had the book. So you didn't have to pay him back the money that was given back to pay for the book.
Yeah.
He thanked you guys, gave you a safe place to sleep, cooked your breakfast, offered you a discount if you ever came to his shop at Dawn Pod.
Yeah.
And you guys headed off with him none the wiser. Made it back to rob the book guy.
Do we have a copy of that book that...
Yes.
We should just give it that. We should, when we go to Dawn Pod, we should just give it to him.
Hey, we found your book.
Yeah, that's
Hey, look! We found this book!
He might pay us for it.
Exactly!
Yep. You guys better write this shit down.
We're gonna forget.
Yeah.
Remind me, please.
Help us, Internet, in our time of need.
I always ask for you guys to help us out,
And,
And
you
you-
never do.
and you've yet to do so.
I mean, to be fair, if we had like hundreds of followers, it might be a different story. We got 9.
8.
But-
One of them's me.
Those are awesome. Shh.
Accidentally, like
Uh-huh.
it'll go back down. I'll get rid of that account. I couldn't get to our chat, so I was like, fine, I'll just make a Twitch account. But now I know how to work the thing, so.
Learning. It's good. You guys made it back to rob the book guy. Gave him the book back, asked for a couple copies, and kept the money he paid you.
Well,
And
he
what-
made us pay him back some of the money. To
Some
get
of
a
the money.
copy.
Yeah.
Because we did have to tell him like that we got the book.
Yeah. And didn't
This
pay for it.
close.
And then we went to Frenel.
You guys also got a copy of his book
Yes.
that he wrote, his
Mystery
Mystery.
on the High Seas.
Yes. That was signed edition.
Oh.
So you guys made your way back to Fremel.
This will come to earn us tens of silver pieces someday.
Ooh, fancy.
Copper pieces.
Fair.
Then we went back to Frenel and got the immovable rods.
Yep.
Yep.
And then she told us that we should go and get that flail snail because of the money.
Oh, you guys mentioned the flail snail, and she's like, "Well, that's worth some money."
And we have like a week to wait
Yeah, 2 days.
for. Okay, a couple of days to wait
Yep.
for the copy of the book.
So Pip had this idea to go and buy salt.
How do you deal with a snail?
Salt!
You guys bought a shit ton of salt
10-pound bag of rock salt. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And you know, we get there, we start fighting the snail.
Yeah.
He's a snail with a large shell made of like rocks and stuff. Melee attacks don't do very much.
No, it was
Magic.
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 Yes, but
yeah.
he's a flail snail. Anti-magic shell.
Mm-hmm.
All my spells do jack. What do we have that works? Salt!
You guys salted the shit out of that cave.
Yup.
I made you roll
Didn't also want to get
percentiles.
very close either because she was gonna get like smashed.
Mm.
I made you guys roll percentiles to see if you rolled over like all the salt that you spread all over the floor,
Yeah.
Yep.
which ended up just barely being enough to take him out at the end.
Yup. Literally, we were just spreading salt in front of him as he's running away. Using all of our turns, I want to take a handful of salt out of the bag and throw it at him! Get the snail!
Handfuls of salt.
You guys took down his flail tentacles pretty quickly.
Yep.
Friggin' took him out good. Which he just kind of like melted into a puddle. You guys claimed the snail shell.
We still haven't tried to solve the shards of snail trail.
This is true.
Yep.
We need to remember to write that down again.
Yep. We haven't. I'm sure somebody in Moon Top is gonna want
Snail trail.
Because it's in your
trail
pouch of holding.
You guys also had contracted with the Ring Riders to give you a ride out there.
Yes.
Then ended up having to bribe them to bring you back with the snail shell.
Highway robbery. It was like 300 gold.
Out of the
Disgusting.
5,000 you are going to get from the sales show, though.
We have not gotten that.
Pip wants a
Well, you got stuff for it.
Pip wants a flail snail shell house. That is her dream.
Oh, that's right. You know what? We were talking all about all this stuff. We never described your guys' characters.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, so we should probably do that.
You go first.
My character is Pip. She is an otterkin. She is technically 9 years old as an otterkin. They
Age faster.
they hit maturity at 12.
So she's like 15.
Yeah, so she's teenager, preteen, like adolescent sort of thing.
Annoying.
She's amazing. I love her. Yep, she's a middle child. Just kind of wants to have an adventure, and yeah, she just really likes hitting stuff with her rapier. That's an Inigo Montoya rapier.
Because they know all about Inigo Montoya and the Dawnwood.
It's a beautiful freaking rapier.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Meredith knows.
I know, and it's
And you
meant
learned-
for me.
And Pip learned her abilities from studying with Orpheus.
Yes. Basically, Iroh from Avatar.
Last Airbender.
Yes.
And then Faye.
Faye is mid-20s-ish, close to 30s, a foxing.
Mhm.
She works for the Maple Archivist as sort of an archaeologist, which is a more educational academia term for somebody who goes out and finds them the fancy things they want.
Mhm.
Books, artifacts, and such. And she's absolutely awful at interacting with people
Accurate.
because no matter what she actually means, she comes across as insincere. Oh, we'd be only too happy to stay with you.
Are you
Which
staying
is-
with me or not?
Of course.
Okay. Like that.
Completely serious, but just doesn't sound it. And then you guys are joined by your sidekick, Daffodil.
Daffodil!
Very swashbuckling, rogue.
Absolutely
hedgehog.
adorable.
Yeah.
We kind of think of him like Puss in Boots, but fat and quilly.
And he uses a crossbow instead of like a rapier.
Correct. Because his reach is shit. Look at those nubby little nubs. Nub.
Nib.
I love him.
We gotta make like a big one. It's gonna be great. We're just gonna be like, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Your poor Pooh.
Yes.
Pooh Bear. Sorry, guys. Nothing gross. Just my little Pooh Bear.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. But you guys, yeah, Daffodil is based kind of like loosely based off of the Unearthed Arcana sidekick rules for those of you guys who are interested. And they control him, but I just made him an actual character sheet in D&D Beyond. So it's cooler to track his stats that way, especially in the Twitch chat. Which is cool that we have the little stat tracker on the left side of the screen when you're watching on Twitch. Just kind of cool, and you can see the character sheets and all that other cool stuff.
So back to where we left off, right?
Yep. So you guys had just got your new magical items, and you had a couple. You brought the snail shell back.
On the way back, that's when we saw the army.
Yes.
An army of fey creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Yethhounds,
Living trees.
that's what it is. I was like, treants?
Red
Trevants?
It's actually not trance. It's like animated trees is what they're called.
Red caps.
Red caps.
All kinds of stuff.
Yep. And a weird like palanquin that was being carried by Yethhounds with a figure inside you couldn't discern.
Yeah.
So you guys made your way back and you warned the Fremel about the impending army.
Mm-hmm.
And she then called a council of the city military heads.
To which we were invited.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had the best ideas, and they all worked. The end.
There's more to it than that.
No.
Not a lot though.
Yeah. Well, you
Came up with
guys,
some good traps.
you guys went and saw another play while you were waiting for the council.
That's right.
We also found the water dog.
You guys found that there's a water park.
You will hear about this play if you check out our clips
Yes.
Yes.
or the episode.
You can
Yes.
just see if you can beat Brittany to what the play actually is about.
You'll know when I get it because the house explodes.
Meredith almost dies from a heart attack.
I shorten her life by about a year. It's fine. She has them to spare.
I've just taken 1 year of your life away.
How do you feel?
Remember, this is for prosperity, right? So tell me, how do you feel?
No, not prosperity. Oh, what's the word?
It starts with you.
It does. I'll come back to it.
But yeah, you guys saw the play. You went to the water park. Then you had the war council, to which you guys contributed, coming up with ideas to bring in mages that had daylight spells, to skip bonfires, to dig trenches, to do all sorts of stuff like that. Have the ring riders bring in bowlers from above, which all contributed to the city's like bonuses they got to if they're going to succeed or not.
Pip also trained with the troops.
Helped out. Daffodil did some training.
Yep.
And then Faye went and rolled a natural 20.
That's right! Got me the daylight spell, which
This-
is level what?
That was a level 3 spell, which you didn't have ability for.
Hey!
And you learned it.
Yep.
You learned it ahead of time because this was the session for you guys because you rolled so many freaking good
Yep.
rolls that game.
No, the best session was the one where the camera kept shorting out.
Yeah,
I
that's
rolled
fair.
so many nat 20s that session. That's the trade. We get a working camera, or I get really good rolls.
Take your pick.
Yep.
So yeah, you got your daylight spell that you weren't supposed to be able to get from studying magic books. You guys helped prepare the city. You got with Fremel and decided that you guys were going to be part of a strike team to go take out the leader when they arrived. So the army arrived to the city, and you guys watched from the wall, to which the leader of the army, who turned out to be a foxing, came up and started giving that evil guy spiel. To which, after he was leaving, Faye decided to set his tail on fire.
Yep. Awesome. That was also a really good roll. I ended up with what, like a 17, I think?
Yeah, he was like 18 or something like that. You got him with your with the bolt. I can't remember what it's called. It's leaving me out of mind.
Guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt. That's right. To which you took him out. Then you guys started taking the back pathways, following Fremel, to which you circumvented the army and popped out near the back, where the captain was.
Yep.
Once you got to where the captain was, you guys, seeing that the inside, he was like fuming and like trying to rub some oil on his, hurt rump.
Ointment.
Ointment, that's right.
That oil. That'd be awful.
Ointment into his rear. He had a couple of Yeth-hounds in there. Fremel decided to go distract some other Yeth-hounds that were coming close. And you guys decided to cast the daylight spell to catch them off guard, which had an adverse effect.
Yup! This was great. I wasn't even sure if it was going to work. I was kind of hoping that it would, and that it would just sort of weaken the Yeth-hounds. And we looked it up that I'd be able to cast daylight on a space that I could see within the range. And because we had peeked a little hole into his tent, I was able to cast it into the tent, which totally wiped out his Yeth-hounds.
Well, to be fair, they actually only got sent to another plane, but it worked. And then you guys went in and destroyed the leader, Foxing.
Yep.
In which case, because I had you guys roll for the city to see how the defenses were going to do, but you rolled a natural 20.
Woo!
So little casualties were taken by the city, and they broke the army and they were running away, especially after the leader was taken out. Just some of them were
a
controlled.
giant tree.
In which case, a animated tree decided that you guys were not very nice because you killed his master and he wasn't happy. So you guys had to fight the tree, which you guys still took no damage, by the way, even though being severely outmatched by a tree.
I got hit, and then I healed.
But you still ended up with full HP towards the end.
Yeah. Second wind. It's amazing.
It's good. It's good. Good ability. You guys took out.
Ah, it took like half my damage. Ah.
Just heal. It's fine.
Okay, I'm fine now.
So you guys took out the tree, and then you made your way back to town.
Yeah.
So cheers and hurrahs, and
To bed.
you collapsed in bed. In which case you had another reoccurring dream that was similar to the first, where you were heroes, but yet in different situations. You weren't at the final battle this time, but you guys were...
Posterity.
Posterity.
Oh, is that what you're doing over there?
Yes!
I was wondering why you were on your phone. I'm like...
No, this is for posterity.
Posterity. I'm trying to find the stupid word. Prosperity, propinquity. No, these aren't right.
You're sitting over there on your phone. I was like, who's she texting? Come on. That's funny. Posterity.
Posterity.
So,
Now tell me, how do you feel?
so yeah, you guys had your hero
Sorry.
dream.
I did say it would come to me.
After research, you did. So that's fair.
We woke up to laughter, right?
Yeah, you guys look up to like a weird fey laughter.
Ha ha ha!
No, that was right before you guys left. No,
Yeah.
no.
Right before we left for Moontop, it was that last...
The last day.
No, this was the morning after the...
After that.
After the battle. We ended up going back for more supplies.
Yep.
Because we ended up torching the tree. And I have cast my my
Bought
rod
oil.
firmly on the side of physics. We bought some more oil.
Yep.
4 jars.
4 big ass jars of oil.
Talked to Fremel.
Yep. In which she gave you copies of the journal, and she tasked you with delivering the journal copies to the rest of their old adventuring groups.
And gave us the address in Moontop of her contact.
She
Yes.
also gave us a letter in case.
Yes,
Needed to
in
get it.
case
Yep.
the weird, I guess the culture in Moontop is very strange. We'll find out next week, I guess.
Mhm.
Or probably the week after, considering how our journeying goes.
And
Fair.
then we also went to the Wind Riders, and they also gave us pins.
Yes, we Rider pins.
Yeah, so you can work with them in the future.
And we bought a disguise kit because that seemed like it might come in handy.
You did.
So Pip could have a scar and go like,
She just really wants to like infiltrate the Thieves Guild. That's her sole desire right now.
Yeah.
and then she can find her future boyfriend.
Yeah, so
Can't tell them
determined
about
it's
the
going to be...
boyfriend yet.
Yeah, did we talk about that on stream, though?
We have.
I feel like we talked about it off camera.
Did
No! We talked about it on camera.
Did we really?
I thought we did. But maybe we didn't. I don't know.
Alright, well, Pip's getting a boyfriend.
He's gonna be like emo.
A goth skunk. Emo
Yeah.
skunk.
Basically
Emo
like emo Pepe Le Pew.
That doesn't paint a picture in your head. I don't know what will. Just picturing French mustache, like a little.
No,
like,
no
dark-
mustache. No, he he can't quite grow a
Man
mustache.
with a mustache Shane for Meredith.
I mean, what can I say? You know, she's not about that facial hair at all.
No. Nope.
Nah.
So, but yeah, you guys supplied up, and you headed out.
Yeah.
Do-do-do.
On the second night, you guys journey went pretty uneventful till the second night.
Yep.
In which case, you determined some lights were heading your way.
Yep.
Which you saw them really early, but
Nice.
crappy stealth walls brought them closer to you.
Yep.
Daffodil falling right into the freaking fire.
Yep.
You guys fought them and beat them pretty easily, though.
Yep.
And then you guys ran into a merchant the next day who sold clothing. You guys bought some cool stuff.
Yep.
Some oiled cloaks. It was raining. You got some fancy clothes.
Yep.
Then you guys went to bed, and then you had the third day. Fourth day. In which you guys were heading down the road, and about a little ways into your morning, a farmer came running out from the side of the road,
Followed
by
by two boars.
2 giant boars.
And that's where
It.
We left off.
That's when you come on Monday and watch us. That's where we'll start.
Yes! We'll be starting with you guys getting attacked by 2 giant boars and a farmer cowering behind you.
Yep.
A little mousing.
Of course.
So, and that catches us up.
Yep. If there was anyone in the chat right now, this would be when they start asking questions.
Yeah. I mean, I'd take questions as we went, but
Yeah.
so.
Seems
Even
like
though there's
we-
nobody out there currently, if you guys go back and rewatch this video and try to get caught up, again, we appreciate all you guys out there watching us and supporting us. It's really awesome. We're just kind of getting started and figuring it out as we go, and we appreciate our viewers and
Yeah.
those of you who, at the current moment, hadn't discovered us and maybe are watching this later, or
All of our many beautiful fans in the future.
or the wonderful fans that we've had currently that have been with us since the beginning. You guys are awesome. We enjoy your dad jokes.
We know your
We.
handles. You kind of know your handles.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So,
Never ask me.
Yeah, Thin Ice 420 Jesus fan.
at least with Brittany anyway. But you guys are awesome. We appreciate you guys watching. But yeah, I think that pretty much catches us up to where we're at.
Yep.
So it's been fun so far. We've had some great sessions. We've had some okay sessions.
It's entertaining for me when I get good rolls, and it's entertaining for everyone else when I get bad rolls.
And it's entertaining for you when you touch my dice and make me roll shitty.
That's right!
Yes.
Watch our streams, you'll learn about my nasty little goblin fingers and their powers for evil.
And how it doesn't work on my dice.
Doesn't work on her dice.
No.
Anything belonging to Shane, I can curse.
Yes.
Maybe it just works on men, because I cursed a guy's phone once. Dice. Bowling balls. Phones. My powers are growing.
They get stronger every
Maybe
day.
it's so she can do that to men. Maybe it's just that I find her as a good friend and I don't believe in curses.
Your shoulder's cursed.
I don't believe in
Cursed
curses
shoulder.
because I curse myself anyway.
But yeah, we have some fun. I think it's a good time. It's fun having people come watch and hang out and play a game and getting to play every week. And Brittany causing all sorts of mischief with her goblin finger.
Yeah,
Groaning at dad
ends up
jokes.
like having a weird spot on him out of nowhere, then I'll believe that you have a curse, but I don't believe it.
Oh, they're right. There was a third play too. We've had 3 plays. We've had the one that was
Yeah, yep.
about the young wind mover, the one
Yeah.
about the boy and his master and the War of Empires, and then the one about the dragon who
Man.
stole the princess
Literally all
and
you
found
got.
love.
Called it the Dragon
The
Man.
dragon.
Yep.
Been some good plays.
If you want to know what that third one is based off of, 'cause it's kind of obscure, ask us.
Send us a message on Twitch and we'll answer.
And
Two.
hopefully stop doing that accent.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll just have to jump around a bit,
To his other accent.
Touche,
I don't know what
Paravicini.
you're talking about. What? I can do more than just one accent. Barely, but I can.
Sure you can. Sure you can.
Oh, so another little bit of fun trivia for you guys is we all do theater. So that's kind of where, we're married, but we met Brittany through theater.
That's where my femme fatale voice comes from.
Which
I can't seem to do it as well as I did it in that one show. Someday it'll come back and you'll know that it came back, so I'll be like, aha!
No, you just need
I need to say mean things to more people.
no, I just feel like you need Karen to do her.
Yes!
That's what you need.
If Karen was here to just be like,
Like spit out the word.
Gil!
Gil.
Gil.
What was the other one? Who was Danny's character?
Brett.
Brett.
Brett!
Brett.
I'm still mad they didn't use the recording of that time that I screwed with her microphone. That was wonderful.
Oh, good time.
But she's so much taller than I am, and I had to pull the microphone down because I had to use hers next. And she's just like, and everybody in the audience is just absolutely cracking up. It's wonderful.
Oh, those are the good times. So, we do theater, and yet we still suck doing our role-playing on stream. So,
Hey, I
it's
don't
good
do accents!
I do. Just Pip doesn't deserve an
I
accent.
can do voices, but only if they're scripted. This is hard.
time.
It just kind of has a
live
kind
and
of
in person. Well, not
childish
really in
sort
person.
of
Gross.
voice.
Live.
I feel like I put on a little bit of a voice with him.
Yeah, you sort of like do your sprightly child voice.
Yeah.
Halfway to your sprightly child voice.
Not like full child. She's not.
It's like your Ash Ketchum voice, just not raspy.
Yeah.
Flip the cat backwards.
Yeah.
And I've yet to do my man voice on here.
You're welcome.
Not very good.
When you're in disguise.
Yes, that's the perfect time to do it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah.
I'll have to put a fake mustache
We're
on you.
ready. We'll bring her get her one of those sticker mustaches you can buy at the dollar store. It's gonna be great.
To wear it for strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the episode that Pip tries to infiltrate the Thieves Guild.
So, fellow thieves, steal anything good today?
Hello, fellow thieves. I didn't tell you about this this little boy that used to walk around the mall I used to work at. And he was 5, and so his dad would just hang out and he'd kind of like make mischief throughout the mall. There was one day his dad bought him a pack of these like mustache, and you had like the Hulk Hogan mustache and things like that. And he puts 3 different mustaches on his face and goes, "Hi, I'm Steve Harvey," which was hilarious because picture a 5-year-old Vietnamese boy. "Hi, I'm Steve Harvey."
Love it.
Good times.
Love it. Stick-on mustaches are amazing. Made for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got
Well-
some once for a Christmas present. It was interesting.
It was a good time. But with that, we have completed our recap. We have answered any and all questions.
Which have been none, so thanks.
By default, hey, I was homeschooled. I was the top and the bottom of my class.
Same thing for me, you know? Like, I was valedictorian and I was the dropout as well, so, you know.
I was normal.
But are you, though?
I said I was.
That's
I was
fair.
also the most likely to do something and the least,
Least
likely
likely.
to do something.
In all categories. But,
I was also the only part of the cutest couple.
yes.
You were homeschooled! You don't want to have a cutest couple superlative!
Just me and me.
Good God, Meredith!
And yet she still gets with us every Monday to play D&D.
I'm so lonely.
Desperate. Sorry.
Desperate.
But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We love having you here. We hope for all our current and future followers, you guys are awesome. We appreciate you guys. We will be back next Monday, 6:30 Eastern Time, for the continuation episode 11.
Promise not to go to the beach that day and show up late.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't promise not to go to the beach. I promise
Not to
be
show up late. Which, I mean, you haven't showed up like late enough to really make us bad. It's normally it ends up we have technical difficulties, which make us late.
So now you know. Every time it's technical difficulties, it's because I'm late.
That's, yeah, you know.
It's only happened the one time, though, I promise.
It's alright, we'll forgive you.
People watching this in the future have seen more episodes. They're like, haha, the one time she thought.
Yes. Here,
That's cute. She had dreams.
That's, if only she knew what was going to happen in the future.
We all have dreams.
Damn, Meredith, that's stark.
I had dreams. But you guys are awesome. We hope you stay safe out there. And we will see you Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time here at twitch.tv/Arcadia RPG. You guys are awesome. Have a nice night.
Bye.
Bye!